Hi Collective, welcome to my channel Crystal Shadow Work. Hi everyone. So this is going to be a reading for whoever finds it. This is definitely a timeless reading, but I am connecting with the energies of November of 2022. So we just had Jupiter station direct tonight, so that is very impactful. As we're all going to be feeling this planet no longer in retrograde, right? Which is very beautiful because it brings in luck and abundance and expansion, right? So if you have been struggling or having difficulties, perhaps kind of blocks towards money, career, opportunities, things like that, you could be getting some changes that are happening, right? And we're also in this beautiful Sagittarius energy now. So we're out of that intense Scorpio season, finally closing out karmic cycles and patterns that were set to close out. So I wanted to pull some energy cards, kind of take a look into what is going on with these energies. All I know is that I kind of feel really like a little bit unstable and I can definitely feel the intensity closing out. I don't know if a lot of it's me feeling this high energy that was coming in from the portal on 22. On the 22nd of November, right? The big influence of that 22 energy. I've been feeling it very strongly. There definitely was a portal that opened up anyways. And then this new moon in Sagittarius. So it really was for kind of like finally releasing and letting go of what this eclipse energy was eclipsing out, because it puts you in this energy when you have something major happen in your life where you need to kind of like assess what happened. You need to kind of reminisce away about it. And a lot of you, I was getting that you needed to let go of guilt. It was one of the biggest cards that were coming out in the angels. I kept getting guided to my angel cards. They actually found me. I had been missing for a while and they reappeared. And I kept getting very, very strongly that you need to let go of guilt and resentment. You need to accept what has happened. Because, these eclipse cycles, they close out things and cycles and situations that we find very difficult and challenging to close out. They're often things we wouldn't, because of family members, friends, people close to us are the ones that were hurting us or creating these blocks, these downfalls in our life. That source sometimes has to come in and remove these blockages because we don't see them as that. Look at what came out here. Clearing debts. This is very beautiful. A lot of you guys, it was like these debts that you had were karmic debts that you were having to pay, dealing with karmic people, toxic cycles and situation. But very much so, I told you, with Jupiter changing now, going direct, if you were being stuck in some sort of situation where you were not able to manifest things, it could have been because of some sort of debt that needed to be paid here. See, and this talks about self-care and removing heavy burdens of financial, but it talks about emotional debt from your life. When you already feel lighter and freer just by facing this topic, you make a plan to avoid future ones as well. I'm getting like a lot of you were just like, you were getting weighed down by a lot of responsibilities, a lot of situations that were putting you in debt. It's kind of like having, a big business. You're starting to grow a business. Maybe you want to start to grow different areas of that business, but now you're liable, more responsible, and there's different things that you're having to do, to grow this business and different things, kind of like that. Like you were starting to work on something, but then you were acquiring all of these other debts, and you weren't seeing your way through and things like that. You were really needing to organize things, finding different approaches, things like that. But, I'm using that for a business now, but this is talking more about somebody's life, right? So maybe a lot of obligations, like within a family, like maybe this, I'm getting a strong mom energy today, family energy. Maybe like for some, this reading, like I'm going to use a stay-at-home mom, for instance. Like say you're a stay-at-home mom, you have multiple children, and maybe you're one that, wants to be on the PTA, and you're also a soccer mom, and you know, your children have sports, so you have a lot of obligations, you know, running your children around to the sports, to being on the PTA, to being a board member, and then maybe there's other things that you're wanting to do, and you know, you're volunteering too much, you're taking on too much, and that's actually putting you more and more off path and in debt. So that's what I mean. It doesn't always need to be a bad thing, but for some of you, maybe there was, you know, just something that happened that put you in debt financially that you were having trouble walking away from. So I'm getting very strongly that somebody had to go ask for some help, right? For some of you, could definitely have something to do with the car here, with the chariot here, but you guys were almost like obsessing, or for some of you, it could have been a habit that was putting you in some sort of debt too, with the devil energy there, or drinking, or something that you were overly indulging in. But they want you to release any resentments about money, so don't feel guilty about, even if you invest like a lot of money, or you like, they don't want you to go backwards. Like I said, I feel like that's the cycle we're closing out here, where you're feeling the energy of what you closed out because it got made aware to you that it was in fact a cycle. And now you know that you can close it out, that wasn't working for you, not productive. It's one of those energies where it's kind of like, I wish I would have seen this before. I would have made changes like a long time ago, saved a lot of money type of thing. They don't want you to do that at this time. They want you to just take the lesson, okay? So decluttering is here too. And to me, this is letting go of that in your mind, right? Clearing out any of the things. See, it's time to clear away clutter from your living and workspace. Donating items are going to be beneficial at this time. It's going to bring in a fresh perspective for you, fresh energy too. They want you to have words of abundance, okay? So be talking about things. Even though you may not see things being clearly and abundant for you now, they want you just to know that, right? And I told you Jupiter is now stationed direct, so new opportunities are coming about. Your luck is changing. New opportunities, your finances are going to be improving and things like that. For some of you, you may be letting go of certain friendships because there's some friendships you're needing to let go of because they were holding on to jealousy. So you were embodying some of that energy because you were surrounding yourself with it. You surround yourself with the energy that you keep. You need to know that. So don't have any resentment. Let go of that. Look, they're showing me the devil again. So strong devil energy here. This is toxicities, definitely. Friends, family. Or it could be you if you were overly indulging in something. If you were having jealousy. If you were obsessing. Any of those energies, it can be letting go of certain ways. They're showing me the high priestess now. So somebody's got some sort of awakening, realization. You could be listening to your intuition at this time. This is what you need to do. They're going to show you. They're going to almost illuminate these people for you. You're going to catch them up in words that they say, things that they do. It's kind of one of those where it's going to be like, somebody's going to say something or do something, and you're going to know, you're going to see it, but you're going to see it in a different light than you have ever before. And it's going to get you to kind of do that double take where you're just like, wait a minute, did I really just see them do that? Did they really just say that to me? Like, wow, like maybe they've said this to me before, but I've never caught on to like how selfish or how like that's not okay. I'm getting for some of you, like, you're going to just see somebody, like, taking advantage of somebody else or something like that. You're going to see somebody in a new light, for sure. And that could be just for some of you. I mean, for others of you, it could be, like, a realization from within or something like that. But I'm getting very much you're going to see something. It's like you were blind to something before. So the high priestess, in this, she's got one eye covered. One eye's not. It's like you're going to be seeing something you didn't see before. It's almost like she's got a bandage across her heart. It could definitely be something that's near and dear to you. Someone close to you. They're showing me the Ace of Cups here. This talks about self-love, true love, divine love. But there's some sort of illusion here. Ooh, you know what's beautiful? This is a duality too. This is balancing things out. Oh my gosh, Two of Cups was under the sun. Look at that, night and day. And here's the sun and the moon. That's where I was like, what? Are you kidding me? This is definitely, this balancing is happening for twins and divines to come together. They've been, and this is also somebody balancing out the masculine and feminine energies within. It's true love. Could have been a missed opportunity before. They were showing me Four of Cups before somebody was too focused on the physical or just is not taking action. Wow. Wow. That's very neat. I'm just really just taking it all in, kind of assessing it. You know, the strong new moon energy is definitely a time to set intentions, do planning. Somebody's really in this mindset of thinking. Somebody's been doing a lot of thinking and planning. It's weird. It was like I just, like a loss for words is what I got. And I was really thinking about detoxifying, clearing things out. That's kind of what I was thinking about. They showed me the Eight of Cups with the World, Ten of Wands. Somebody's definitely closing out a very challenging cycle with the Ten of Wands. See a lot of lessons needed to be learned here. Somebody decided to finally battle or fight, stand up to people, set boundaries, not let people take advantage anymore. Two of Wands. Wow, that's very interesting. It's like somebody was needing to lead on one path. Well, they got the courage to take what they needed and head off into the new direction. It's interesting. I've never seen one like this before. He's leaning on one wand. This is the kind of energy where I'm getting it's like you were being prepared, like initiated in a way. It's like some of you were put somewhere for you to see a situation, for you to see certain people for as they were. But it's like it was building your resilience. It was building you up. It was preparing you for where you're going. And now that you've acquired this lesson, you've closed out this lesson, you've learned this knowledge, you're able to go off in this new direction. And when you let go of this wand here, you know it's going to fall. Nothing else is holding this wand. So this is kind of somebody that has felt stuck because it's like they know that they've been supporting somebody, or somebody's been relying on them it's like you guys have been relying upon each other. And it's like when this person leaves, this person's going to fall. Or this path, that something's going to fall apart here. It's like once you leave, you know there's no going back, right? But it's like you don't even fully want to hold on to it. It's like he's holding on to it with his elbow, like I'm in, but I'm really not. You know, there's not much holding me here. See, they're ready to walk away, but see, it's like somebody doesn't want to destroy. They want to walk away, but look at how interesting. It's like those Eight of Cups are stacked up like that, but it's like they're an island. It's like something was so beautiful and nice, and somebody got so creative with trying to just preserve something, fix something. But it's like they made something so beautiful, but they still have to leave it behind. To me, this is like somebody that has to walk away and leave something that they put their time, their energy, their effort into. They made something very beautiful, Was very creative, but in the end, they still had to leave it and not look back. And even that crab is going to come along and it's going to destroy that. It's going to knock that down. Something's coming to tear down whatever this person is building anyway. I have to trust in the unknown for sure. There's a lot going on within the moon. They're just symbols. You don't really know what it is. It's kind of like choosing to go into the unknown. With 5 of discs here. So he's carrying those discs on his back. Often you see it's definitely taking a loss here. But it's like this person wants to take this stuff with them. And you can see it's very challenging to move forward taking that stuff with. Even though it looks very creative, it looks like he's worked very hard on these discs. Right? Put a lot of work, time, energy, effort into them. But see, he doesn't look happy carrying around all of that. It's kind of productive. Fool card's on the bottom. There's a new beginning, but a leap of faith is needed here. Looks like that's who's heading off into that. I felt very guided to this Luna Soul Tarot. That's what I've been using on this new moon energy. And for my Thanksgiving readings too. I was picking up very much the yellow and the orange colors. Look, the 9 of Cups and the 9 of Wands. This is what came out for me this morning. I was seeing 2 9s. And they're back out again tonight. 9 of Cups, 9 of Wands. I've been seeing a lot on this lotus flower. Somebody's definitely got an awakening, realization, ascension. The lotus is very spiritual. He's floating, levitating above these 9 of Cups. Somebody could have recently discovered some sort of psychic gift, ability, or just really knowing their worth, right? That 9 of Cups is also very beautiful to come out today because that's the time of celebrating. You often see in the Standard Tarot, someone sitting, right, celebrating friends, family at a table, with a lot of food and abundance, things like that. This is definitely the time to be celebrating with family and friends, and it's about having a good time, celebrating your accomplishments. And look at this. I love this. Oh my goodness. This 9 of Wands here. Look at how strategic they were. They took all those wands, those challenges and those obstacles, but it looks like he stacked them all up, and it looks like a ladder. See, so it's like you're taking all of those challenges and obstacles and you're climbing. You're finding a way to use the challenges and the obstacles that are coming your way to an advantage. So I really feel that you are very much going to see these obstacles that are coming, and you're going to have time to strategically organize them to use them in your favor. That's very beautiful. See, and in the end, it's interesting I said in the end, because this is going to be like my last card. On the bottom is what you often don't see for me, but what's coming or what could be going on for you now that you're unaware of. And it's the 5 of Cups. It's a loss here, right? But it's all within the mind. See, she's laying there, but it's like the mind is what's bothering her. To me, it's like the loss is already done. It's the aftermath that's bothering you. It's the guilt. You need to know that these things happened because they were meant to, and you're doing everything right. You are. The fact that you've been evaluating it, assessing it, thinking about it, giving it energy, feeling it, you're human, right? You're releasing it now, though. You're letting it go. You're realizing it was part of your path. And now you need to move forward because you know what? The alignments of these astrological events, these gateways, these portals, these energies, they are moving things in your favor. It's time. And you've been doing a lot of work. I see it in the cards. I was guided to this deck. Not all tarot decks are the same. Each of them have their own significance, energy, frequency. There's significant imprints, I wanted to say. And what's so beautiful is what I love so much is that every tarot reader, they have their own style, their own way of interpreting the cards. That's why I love listening to how people interpret a lot of the cards. You know, like I'd love to see somebody else use this deck and see how they would interpret some of the cards as I do, right? I would love to see their take on them. And this is so beautiful. But that's what I mean. This is a very creative deck. I've been feeling a very creative energy, and I've been guided to this. I've gotten every deck I've found through this Sterling Ethos from out of New York. It's very beautiful. I just got an oracle I fell in love with too last week, but I got this one for the equinox. I felt it guided to it, right? And that's when I went through my major ascension to the 5D Christ consciousness. So I could see right away that it was very unique and different. But still, I had put it down for a little while, and I went back. I really got, I think after the 5D ascension, I really went down the oracle path for a while, and it took me a little bit to get back into tarot. And then I was staying away from tarot, that's right, because I was going through separation with my twin. And wow, look at how I just flipped that off like that. So it took me a little bit to get back into the tarot, and I just kind of forgot about it. I was guided right to it today, or yesterday. So it was meant for me to use it at this time, because when I get newer decks too, I know they're for times that are coming. So did you see how I flipped that right off like that? It was the Hierophant. And I'm here looking at the clock at 21:11. And the Hierophant talks about life lessons learned, higher level commitments, being led and guided. It's the strongest spiritual card, right? The Hierophant, the High Priestess. We've seen them both. Remember that High Priestess had one eye open? The Hierophant, to me, it's very high, divine, spiritual couple. And I was talking about twins here and divines. It's a very interesting Hierophant card. I see the elephant trunk here and a lightning bolt. It's like coming out of each hand. I've been seeing a lot of elephant symbolism lately too, which is about abundance and luck. So it's beautiful. There's this very beautiful on this card. But definitely life cycles are learned. This is where the student and the teacher too. So you're definitely taking the skill set of what you've been learning, what you've been enduring. I heard, and just seeing all twos, 22. You've been taking lessons and everything that you've been enduring, and you're applying it towards your life. Look at that 10 of Swords. See, look at those swords. They're all through him. It's like came at every angle. So many things have came at you, and you've been holding on to these swords. In fact, the flowers are blooming out of them, says that you've turned your pain into something beautiful. Even though that pain has went through and has got you in every area of your body, they have flowers coming out of them, because you've turned that pain into beauty. You have found a way to use the most painful things that have happened to you. You've used them for courage, for strength. You've used them to help people, to guide people, to enlighten others that have went through the same situations and pain. This is definitely very powerful. This is you. You've definitely healed your wounds. And now you're guiding and you're leading others. Wow, that's beautiful. Let's reading this first. And very beautiful. Look at that. Very swords. You've definitely been through some pain. Multiple people, multiple angles. See? Your heart's been shattered into pieces, and those knives. Multiple times your heart's been shattered into pieces. But you've turned that pain into something beautiful. It's kept you going. That's a lot to fall, but yeah, look, the Fool card. You've got a new beginning here. And I was seeing like a child, like childlike innocence. I'm seeing a gator and a dog here are with you. It could be significant for you, symbolism, or spirit animals or guides. You could look up those messages. Empress is here, representing fertility, abundance, new beginning. I just seen 2020, 4:24 on the clock. We got the 7 of Dis I was seeing this morning in the morning reading I had. And this is definitely about us talking about the this is a time of being patient, right? It's in 24:41. All right, this woman here is sitting on the ground looking at that tree, right? Waiting for some magic to happen, right? And you see right above it, there's a bee. And that bee is getting ready to come in And when that bee comes in and touches those flowers, they're going to bloom. They're going to turn into something very beautiful. And that's getting ready to happen. Just like how the bees come in and pollinate, right? Or they touch the flowers and magic happens, right? That's what's getting ready to happen for you. So, you've done all the work. This is the time of resting. There's nothing else you can do except to allow this abundance to come in and unfold for you. The Knight of Wands, like he's riding a lion. He could be seeing lion symbolism too. It represents strength. Like he's coming through fire. You guys have been through fire. You've learned to tame that beast within, even though you've been through a battlefield. And then we got Temperance down here. So you're definitely finding that, look, you're in perfect balance. You're balancing out land and earth and water, right? So you're balancing out that groundedness with your emotions while balancing the cups, right? And you got that rainbow behind you in perfect night and day. That's beautiful. And this also represents the angels coming in, guiding you, helping you, protecting you. I see a snake and a bee back here, more symbolism with animals. I see two bees. Bee symbolism is very significant. Very beautiful. Love it. The snake could represent someone sneaky, deceptive behind you. But those bees are right there. Miracles are still happening for you. Because you're aware of it. And he don't look scared. You're aware of it. Wow. Very beautiful reading, guys. I love this. This is beautiful. All right, so I'm going to leave the reading here. I'm definitely sending love and light to all of you. If you were guided to me, you were for a reason, know that. So you guys should definitely subscribe to my channel and check out more readings, right? Watch whatever you guys feel guided to. You should check out the readings I did earlier. Although one of them, it was really specific about family and challenging situations within co-parenting, because I was picking up very strongly a separation of a family within that reading. But if you have children and things like that, it might be something to take a look at. But that was a reading that I actually did this, it was the morning one, yeah. And then I had an afternoon one. So I did 3 readings today off of the energy surrounding me on Thanksgiving. And I know that Jupiter went direct, so I wanted to do an energy reading with the portal energies, but guys, I'm really exhausted. I didn't get much sleep last night, so I think I need to take a break, but I'm going to still research this stuff tonight. And I'm going to do energy readings with these cards tomorrow or when I wake up. I'm excited to see what's going on with Jupiter, you know, going direct, and more of this new moon in Sagittarius that we had last night. It's definitely bringing love and money, I know that. These cycles are definitely closing out. Yeah, I'm tired. I need to get some rest. Alright guys, love and light to all of you. Definitely subscribe to my channel if you have not, right? Is that spreads love and light out into the world, right? Because you're going to help others find these readings that are very much going to help them. Because it helps with the algorithms, I guess, if you subscribe or adding subscribers and liking videos, commenting, sharing, any of it, all of it. I love it all. All right, guys. Well, if you are celebrating Thanksgiving here in the States, hope you guys all had an amazing Thanksgiving. Otherwise, just definitely celebrate time with family. Know how abundant you are. It's definitely a very beautiful time to be grateful and thankful, right? Coming into the holidays. And yeah, just remember it's really important to love yourself too. Definitely pour that love into yourself. Buy yourself a present for Christmas. You know, don't always rely on everybody to get you a gift. Like, you need to show self-love and buy yourself a gift too. Often people forget to do that. All right, guys. Love and light to all of you. Bye.